Bertil Fox, born on November 5, 1951, in St. Kitts, a small island in the Caribbean, is a former British professional bodybuilder whose rise to fame was marked by his immense muscularity and impressive physique. Fox's story is one of physical determination, personal hardship, and the heights of bodybuilding success. Though Fox eventually became a well-known figure in the bodybuilding world, his early years were humble, marked by the typical challenges of growing up in a small island community. At the age of 1, Bertil's family moved to England, where he spent most of his formative years. Settling in London, Fox grew up in the bustling city, and from an early age, he was drawn to physical activity and sports. As a teenager, he initially took up weightlifting to improve his physical appearance and overall strength. What started as a simple hobby quickly became a passion, and it was clear that Fox had a natural genetic advantage in developing his physique. His muscular development progressed at an astonishing rate, and he began to attract attention for his potential in bodybuilding. Fox's early influences included the famous bodybuilders of the 1960s and 1970s, such as Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sergio Oliva. Inspired by their success, Fox decided to pursue bodybuilding more seriously. By the age of 18, Fox entered his first bodybuilding competition and found early success, which set the tone for the rest of his career. Bertil Fox's bodybuilding journey officially began in the late 1960s when he competed in local and national competitions across the UK. His extraordinary muscle mass combined with a symmetrical and aesthetic physique quickly made him stand out in a sport dominated by well-established athletes. Fox's first significant victory came in 1969 when he won the Junior Mr. Britain title at the young age of 18. This victory was an early indication of Fox's potential, and it helped him gain recognition in the UK bodybuilding scene. Throughout the early 1970s, Fox continued to compete in British competitions, improving his physique and gaining experience in the sport. His rise to prominence in the bodybuilding world was steady, and he soon set his sights on international competitions. One of Fox's defining traits as a bodybuilder was his incredible thickness and density. He developed a reputation for having one of the most muscular and powerful physiques in the sport. His arms, chest, and legs were particularly impressive, and he was often compared to legends like Sergio Oliva for his massive build. Fox's major international breakthrough came in 1976, when he won the prestigious Mr. Universe title in the amateur category. This victory catapulted him onto the global bodybuilding stage and opened the doors for him to compete as a professional bodybuilder. Winning the Mr. Universe title was a dream come true for Fox, as it signified that he had arrived among the elite bodybuilders in the world. Following his Mr. Universe win, Bertil Fox decided to turn professional, joining the ranks of the world's best bodybuilders. Throughout the late 1970s and 1980s, Fox competed in numerous professional bodybuilding competitions, including the highly competitive Mr. Olympia contests, which were regarded as the pinnacle of the sport. Fox was known for his signature powerful physique, which earned him the nickname Brutal Fox. His raw strength and muscularity often made him a crowd favorite. One of the highlights of Fox's professional career was his participation in the IFBB International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness Mr. Olympia competition, where he competed against the likes of Lee Haney, Frank Zane, and other iconic bodybuilders of the era. While Fox never won the Mr. Olympia title, he placed respectably in several editions of the contest, consistently ranking among the top bodybuilders in the world. Throughout the 1980s, Fox's career was marked by both successes and challenges. His biggest asset, his enormous muscle mass, was also sometimes seen as a limitation, as some judges preferred more aesthetic physiques that balanced size with definition and symmetry. However, Fox's dedication to the sport and his commitment to pushing the limits of his physique remained unwavering. He continued to be a dominant force in professional bodybuilding for over a decade, earning multiple top finishes in various IFBB competitions. Fox was renowned for his intense training style, which reflected his brutal Fox persona. He was known for lifting extremely heavy weights and performing high-volume workouts. His training philosophy revolved around pushing his body to its absolute limits, often engaging in grueling workouts that would last for hours. Fox believed that to achieve the kind of muscular development he sought, one had to endure pain and discomfort. He famously said, "If you're not hurting, you're not growing." One of the reasons Fox was able to maintain such a high level of muscularity was his incredible work ethic. He was known for his no-nonsense approach to training, often working out twice a day and paying meticulous attention to his diet and recovery. Fox's dedication to bodybuilding was evident not only in his training but also in his personal life, where he sacrificed many aspects of a typical lifestyle to focus entirely on his career. Fox's legacy in bodybuilding is multifaceted. On the one hand, he is remembered as one of the most muscular and powerful bodybuilders of his era, a man who pushed the boundaries of what was physically possible in terms of muscle mass. On the other hand, Fox's career is often discussed in the context of bodybuilding's evolving aesthetic standards. During the 1980s, there was a shift towards more balanced and aesthetic physiques, which sometimes worked against athletes like Fox, who prioritized size above all else. Unfortunately, Bertil Fox's life took a dramatic and tragic turn in the late 1990s, when he was involved in a criminal case that shocked the bodybuilding community. In 1997, Fox was arrested and charged with the murder of his former fiancée, Leoka Brown, and her mother, Violet Brown, in St. Kitts. The case attracted significant media attention, both in the Caribbean and internationally, due to Fox's status as a famous bodybuilder. Fox initially claimed that the shootings were accidental, but the evidence presented at trial led to his conviction for the double murder. In 1998, he was sentenced to death by hanging, a sentence that caused widespread debate and controversy, especially given the severity of capital punishment in modern times. Fox's conviction marked a tragic downfall for a man who had once been one of bodybuilding's brightest stars. In 2002, after several appeals and much public debate, Fox's death sentence was commuted to life imprisonment. The case remains one of the most high-profile legal cases involving a professional bodybuilder, and it cast a shadow over Fox's once celebrated career. Fox continues to serve his sentence in prison, and the case is a somber reminder of the personal challenges and struggles that can accompany fame and success. Bertil Fox's story is one of triumph and tragedy. As a bodybuilder, he achieved a level of success that few can claim, rising from humble beginnings to compete on the world stage against the best in the sport. His legacy as an athlete is defined by his sheer muscularity and his dedication to pushing the limits of physical development. Fox was an inspiration to many aspiring bodybuilders, particularly in the 1970s and 1980s, when bodybuilding was growing in popularity as a sport. However, Fox's legal troubles and the tragic events of the late 1990s have left a complicated legacy. While his achievements in bodybuilding remain respected, his personal life and the circumstances surrounding his criminal conviction have overshadowed much of his athletic career. For many, Fox's story is a cautionary tale about the potential pitfalls of fame, success, and personal relationships. In popular culture, Fox remains a figure of interest, particularly for those who followed bodybuilding during its golden era. His name is often mentioned alongside other legends of the sport, and his brutal Fox persona continues to be remembered by fans who admired his approach to training and his immense physical power. Bertil Fox's life and career are a complex blend of athletic achievement and personal tragedy. As a bodybuilder, Fox reached the heights of success, winning titles and competing against the best in the world. His dedication to the sport, combined with his unique muscular development, made him a standout figure in bodybuilding history.